be out there doing these types of fix and flip properties, because these types of profits are available and they're available to you. And there's a company out there that would love to lend you the money to buy and fix and flip real estate. Let me show you how we evaluate these loans. Now, we will get anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 requests every single week in our office. That's the amount of people calling us looking for funding. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do when that call comes in is we're going to put together a loan cost worksheet. Will this loan work? Does the borrower have a deal that's going to allow them to make cash flow, get in and out of the transaction within the next 24 months, exit with a profit, and can they make all of their payments monthly on time? That's the question we want to know. Now, as we're going through the loan cost worksheet, we're putting all the numbers together, we go back to the borrower and we say, hey, good news. Your monthly payment on this loan is going to be $1,278. You're going to need to bring $31,000 cash to close. So we need to see that you got $43,711.89 in your bank account. We're asking all of these questions. So again, I want you guys to think of this process as a manufacturing facility, okay? The raw goods, the raw products that are coming into our company is the lead. It's the borrower. We are then taking all of this information and we're assembling it into this beautiful, well underwritten loan that you can just buy right now. Okay, so that's the goal. So as we're going through this whole process, I want you to understand this is the goal. Now, if you guys are new to note investing, you need to understand that everything that I'm showing you right now is not normal, okay? The way that we do this is very different from most of the notes that are available for sale out there. We're the only company that I'm aware of that structures the deals in this way, puts them into these binders, ships them to our clients, and continues to service the loan, and it's all done in-house, okay? So we start doing our due diligence. Here is the initial property. Now you can see here, it closed on 10 of 23. Also notice that they bought it for 45 grand, and Zillow says fixed up it would be worth about 161 grand. So we then go over to what we call a Zillow overlay. You can look at these through the lot lines, and I'm looking specifically right here in this neighborhood and saying, okay, if they were to go in and fix this property up, is the neighborhood going to support that value? And so as I look around in the surrounding areas, I say, okay, well, here's the box down here at the bottom. See where it says 45 grand at the bottom of your screen? So I say, man, I don't know. I don't know if they're going to get $160,000 out of this house. Well, but they're qualified. Looks like a good deal. Let's go ahead and order the appraisal. Okay. So we order an appraisal. Appraiser goes out to the property, takes photos of the exterior and the interior. So this is what we get. We get a street view. Here's some other shots of the bathrooms, the stairs. Now you can see, guys, this is like sticks and bricks. I mean, there is nothing here that makes this property habitable. So not only are we going to fund the 45 grand, but we're going to make sure that this borrower has enough money in escrow to do the work. We're also going to make sure that the borrower has the skill to do the work correctly. Other things that we get from the appraisal is we get the as-is value, and then we get the after-repaired value. And then on the right-hand side of your screen, you can see where we get all of the different appraisal. These are the comparables, okay? So the appraiser is saying, okay, well, if you guys do the things that are referenced on the scope of work, and we require that the borrower submit to us a scope of work, telling us everything that they're going to do to the property. We do require that the contractor they use be licensed, bonded, and insured. We will check their license to make sure their license is in good standing and that they're a legitimate contractor in that market. So we send that over to the appraiser. And then with all of this information, the appraiser is going to give us two numbers, okay? And here's how these two numbers are displayed. We get the as-is value, which is 45 grand, which is exactly what they're paying for this property. And then we get the after repaired value, which is 175 grand, which says if they'll actually go in and do $90,000 worth of renovation, there's a pretty good chance they could sell this thing for 175. All right, so loan makes sense. So we go to closing, okay? So this is what the closing statement is going to look like. And you guys can lean in real close here, and I apologize, it's so small, but I wanted to make sure I got all of the information here on this document, okay? Sale purchase price of property, $45,000. Then go down here to where it says this 85,580 line, rehab escrow funds to Lake City Servicing. So that's the 86 grand that they told us it was going to take to renovate this property. And then we manage this entire process through draws, okay? So you don't just get $86,000 cash at closing. No. We hold back the $86,000 and you prove to us that you got work done. Now you can see here, this is draw number 1. They're asking for $8,500. And so we're going in and looking at all of the details and saying, did they do $8,500 worth of work? If they did, we will release draw number 1 to them. Then a few weeks later, they come back and say, okay, we're ready for draw number 2. And then we go in and say, okay, did they do $10,000 worth of work? They want $10,000 on this draw. Can we justify and verify they did $25,000 or $10,000 worth of work? Yes, we can. So we release the next round of 10 grand. Then we go to draw 3. We go to draw 4. Most of our loans have a maximum of 5 draws. So if it's a $100,000 rehab, the first draw is going to be when you've done $20,000 worth of work. So the reason this is so effective, we're only releasing funds to the borrower as the property improves in value. So yes, the note business is great. The process is awesome. The yields are fantastic, but look at the borrowers. Wasn't that an awesome video? But look at their completed project, okay? Here's the outside. Now you guys remember what this thing looked like just a few months ago. Look at what the inside looks like.
Wow.
Remember the sticks and bricks that were here? They did an amazing job. I mean, they got all of the electrical in, all the plumbing. We oversaw the entire project as they were submitting all of their draw requests. We're making sure the work is being done. Look at what they did in the bathrooms. Just some beautiful work, some beautiful vanities. I love their color choices. They did a great job. Here's the exterior deck. They bought it and closed on 10/27 of 2023 for $45,000. They had a rehab budget of $86,333, making the total loan on this deal $113,750. Final inspection came in at 4.6, so it was just a few weeks ago that they were done. They put it on the market on 4/20/2024 for 175 grand. It's under contract 3 weeks later, so this is mid-May, and they are closing. I think they're closing this week or next. And when it's all said and done, they're going to profit $34,379.34. So great for them, right? Man, you guys made 34 grand. That is awesome. Fantastic. Great job, ladies. Love it. Now, as you guys are watching this example, you have 2 thoughts going through your head right now, right? Thought number 1 is, wow, that's an amazing transformation. I should be out there actively fixing and flipping real estate so I can make $34,000 on a deal. And if that's how you're feeling and thinking, then you probably should be out there doing these types of fix and flip properties, because these types of profits are available and they're available to you. And there's a company out there that would love to lend you the money to buy and fix and flip real estate.